Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the last episode, we explored the towns of Kolagin and Jador while searching for Terra, and the clues we gathered have led us here, to the town of Zozo, where all the poor people of Jador have migrated to. So we don't really have any other leads to go on, so we may as well check this place out. Maybe Terra's here. Now the town of Zozo is a little different from any of the other towns we've visited so far, as will become apparent right now, because this place is basically a dungeon with new enemies like the Gigas. Now these guys are actually kind of like the cannon fodder of this location. I'm going to have Edgar use Noise Blaster because that will be useful, potentially. Yeah, this place is full of random encounters and some pretty nasty enemies too. They can be brutal. You don't want to take this place lightly. But fighting the Gigas has a chance of having these guys cast the Vanish spell on our party, which will be useful down the road. I'm going to give this guy one more chance to cast Vanish on another party member. If it hits lock again with that spell, there's a 1 in 3 chance that they'll cast Vanish. Nope, okay, I'll just drill. Finish him off, Edgar. But now that Locke is invisible, he is impervious to physical attacks. They will always miss. I believe after like so many times they've missed, the spell will fade away. And the Vanish status is removed if you cast a spell on Locke. Magic will hit you 100% of the time while you're vanished. So any spell that hits Locke will undo the Vanish status. And I think after a set number of physical attacks miss, he'll become visible again as well. Now, one of the things about Zozo is that all of the town's inhabitants will tell lies. You don't want to believe anything that anybody says in this town. And they're talking about a clock secondhand pointing at 30 for some reason. So remember that that's not the right time. And we have another new enemy, the Harvester. This guy's not too bad. At least not by himself. If you leave him alone for too long, he will throw either a dirk or a mithril knife at you. But by himself like that, he's not a problem. We can wipe him out well before that. I think it's like 3 turns into a battle, he'll throw some kind of knife at you. So yeah, you have different enemies depending on if you fight them indoors or outdoors. I think this is the door I want to take. Alright, Celeste gained a level from that fight with a Harvester and learned the Imp spell, which I will be needing in this place. Alright, up here, we got this door here, and we got a treasure, we got a tincture, alright, MP restoration. What's behind this door? It's rusted shut, I can't open this one. Just remember this door for much later. We'll eventually have a means of opening that door, but not now. Well, Locke gained a level from that battle, but he also lost his clear status, so since that's the case, I'm going to have Celeste do a little bit of group healing on the party. Let's top us off just a little bit. Let's head back down to the street level. Alright, and Edgar gained a level, and Locke stole some goggles, which do nothing from the Harvester there. Alright, back on the street level. This guy is, well, let's just not worry about that guy. Let's head up this way. Alright, I got a couple characters hit with the Vanish spell last battle, so Edgar and Celeste are now invisible, so that'll make them more evasive in battle. This place is dangerous, and don't you dare think about jumping between buildings. Okay. Well, this guy is telling the truth at least halfway, but what's that about jumping between buildings? Anyway, we have this mysterious clock here that we have to reset the time on. Now, what you're supposed to do here is talk to all the various thief type people in town, and they will tell you different times about, give you different numbers for what time it is. You basically have to pick those out and basically go with the time that they do not tell you, because everyone in Zozo lies. But that's a lot of work, and considering the random encounters and everything, I am just going to tell you what the proper time is. I just happen to have my pocket watch with me, and I believe the hour hand is set to 6. Now the minute hand, well, that's on the 10. And we got also have to set the seconds. I don't see how that matters too much, but let's go with 50. You set the right time open, or you set the right time and that wall opens, revealing a passageway. In a new battle with a random enemy, the Slam Dancer, you want to defeat them first. If you leave the Slam Dancer by themselves, they will cast level 2 spells on your party. And just as a safety measure, I'm going to have a Celeste do Runic, just in case she winds up by herself. Okay, fortunately that didn't happen. Alright. And harvesters have a tendency to use potions on themselves. And you have a chance of getting a rare steal from the Slam Dancers called the Thief Knife. You can steal Thief Knives rarely from the Slam Dancers. So that's good. That boosts Locke's magic block by 10 points. So dual wielding those will be good. And in this chest we get the chainsaw, Edgar's most signature tool. He actually even uses that as his weapon in the upcoming Theater Rhythm game for the 3DS, Curtain Call. Edgar's a character in that game, and he actually uses that as his weapon, so that's pretty sweet. But anyway, it has a 1 in 4 chance of dealing an instant kill move if the enemy is susceptible to it. And if you use it on undead enemies, I think they actually regenerate if you do that. And we have the last new enemy of the area, the Hades Gigas. These guys are nasty, and I am going to, well, since I have it on set to wait, I could take a moment to explain this. These guys, not only do they hit hard, they also have a 1 in 3 chance of casting a spell called Magnitude 8, an Earth Elemental attack that hits the entire party for pretty heavy damage. It could probably wipe out some of my party members at my current levels if they don't have the float status on, which Gao is the only character right now that has access to the float spell, or the float status if you use the right rage. Fortunately, that status stays with Gao after battle too, so you only have to do that one time until you revive him or use like a tent or something. But anyway, I'm going to counteract this guy by casting the Imp spell on him, and hopefully it connects. And I'm also going to noise blast him, just in case. Alright, we turned him into an imp. Or Kappa or whatever. Since I'm gonna noise blast him, I may as well just ha 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 ha. Yeah, I was gonna say I may as well just steal so I don't accidentally just undo his confusion. He didn't try doing the Magnitude 8 anyway. Anyway, the first several times I played this game, I did not even know this area was accessible because that towering building kind of blocks your view of the street. But if you go into this shop here, there's a chest here with a tonic. All right. Yeah, it's not really worth it, but I never knew it was there. So if you're trying to get all the treasures in the game, that's one. Oh, I was gonna say there's a mysterious guy up there that kind of looks like Vargas up there. It's not Vargas, but he has the same sprite. Anyway, another thing about harvesters I forgot to mention is that they will sometimes, if you leave them on the field long enough, they will actually try to steal items or money from you. So another reason to wipe them out quickly. Alright, here's another battle with a Hades Gigas. Just as a demonstration, I'm going to, I'm going to let Edgar noise blast him first. I should have had Celeste try to, Okay, there's Magnitude 8. He's gonna cast it on himself. Hopefully, and he heals himself by doing that. Okay. So before I do anything more besides Aura Bolt there, I'm going to have Celeste do the Imp spell, and now I'm going to try out the Chainsaw against him. Alright, so let's change. Oh wait, he's not confused anymore. Well, he's been imp, so I don't have to worry about that. There we go. So that worked out pretty well. He didn't do Magnitude 8 at the end, unless that physical attack was his substitute. But anyway, we've pretty much explored most of Zozo, except for this towering tower. Yeah, great people here indeed, dude. Why are you laying face down on the ground if that's the case? We have this relic shop here. This whole tower is the main... Uh-oh, we have a slam dancer by herself. So we gotta take her out quickly. Oh great, here comes the bolt too. Ouch. And my vanish status has been removed. So I better do some healing. So let's see, I've got, not a potion, Phoenix down. I'll have to step in and heal up Locke. I'll use some potions. There we go. Celeste, may as well just use one cure to top everybody off. So yeah, slam dancers are pretty brutal. They make a good rage if I haven't mentioned that before. Girl, haven't seen any girls here. Might want to check the top of this building. Huh, so there is a mysterious girl in this place. You know, at least according to the opposite of what this guy just said. But yeah, crap, what was I just saying? Whatever. Yeah, you don't, slam dancers, oh yeah, they make a great rage for Gao. They cast the Ice 2 spell as their specialty. Also, yeah, if you talk to these guys, they say various things. Yeah. And I just learned that the noise blaster does not affect the slam dancers. Alright, we got Locke cleared once again. That was a battle against a slam dancer and 3 gobbledygacks. Now, if you really want to, you can take this crane to go back down to the ground level. Save you a few steps if you need to, like, leave to recover or something. I don't want to do that. So let's keep on keeping on. Let's go up here and we got this room here with a thief glove. This is a relic that Locke can equip that will change the steal command to the capture command. It's basically the same as Mug in future versions of the game and other Final Fantasies. It basically combines the fight and steal commands, much like how the thief knife is working. And we have a wall in the way. So how are we supposed to get across there? Alright, Sabin has learned his new blitz, finally. That's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to showcasing that one. Anyway, you see that guy jumping around up there? Well, that's kind of a clue as to how to progress from here. You go over to this window and whoa! We're playing Spider-Man. Alright, jumping across the buildings. That's how you progress. When I was a kid playing this game for like the first time, I could not figure that out. You're just gaining levels left and right here. Anyway, this was a dead end. And yeah, that guy's... They're still trying to help us out figuring out the time, but... Yeah, it's alright. I got it, man. Don't worry about it. And Edgar gained a level. We're just gaining levels left and right, as I said before. We get a tincture in that pot, and a potion in this one. Alright. Continuing on. Pretty soon I'll showcase the, Well, I guess no time like the present. Let's showcase Sabin's new blitz. You want to do left, down, right to activate this one. And Edgar, may as well do Noise Blaster. Let's see if we can get some more guys. And here we got the Fire Dance. A fire elemental attack that hits multiple targets. Pretty nice. Yeah, I might as well just finish him off. Just gonna see if I can get someone else cast with the clear status. Oh, we'll see. Alright, Celeste is invisible now too. Are we gonna steal anything? Nope. Oh well. I think you can get Phoenix Downs from these guys, which do come in handy. I had to use one to revive Locke earlier. Wait, what do you have to say, buddy? No they aren't. You're pulling my chain. So let's jump across these buildings again. On our way down, let's continue on. We're almost there. Hopefully we don't run into too many slam dancers. Man, I really wish I knew the directional inputs of the fire dance, that you didn't have to like... Oh, let me show what the fire dance looks like in the menu, the button combination. It's basically like just like rolling along the bottom half of the D-pad on the SNES controller. I wish I had known back then that all you had to do was just press the left arrow button twice and the down arrow button twice, and then right to make it work all the same, instead of just trying to roll a thumb. That would have saved me so much frustration as a kid. But anyway, the way you can tell, like, directional button-wise, like which diagonal to push, which directional button works the same for the diagonal buttons. It's basically counterclockwise to, if you took like the whole circle. So like the top, up would be up again when you go to like the you know, to the direction that's pointing northwest. Then you have west, which is left, and then you go to southwest. That would also be left. And then you go to down, and then down, and the directional there would be like southeast. So that would also be down, so on and so forth. Hopefully that made sense. But anyway, let's continue on. We're climbing up. We're near the top. And hopefully Terra is waiting for us up here. Someone is at any rate. Namely that mysterious guy that looks kind of like Vargas. But before we do that, let's open this chest and get the Fire Knuckle, a new weapon for Sabin. So let's equip that bad boy. What was the difference there? Ooh, wow, look at that battle power increase. Now this is a fire elemental weapon, so be careful what enemies you fight against. That's not really an issue right now, but there may be enemies down the road that will absorb fire attacks or will just null them. But it also has a random chance of casting Fire 1 if he hits them with a physical attack. So let's get into a random battle. Now I could just hit the fight command with everybody. I should wipe him out. Yeah, there we go. See, we're getting so much power now that we can defeat them in like 2 character turns, as long as lock goes. Or anyway, we're almost at this mysterious guy. Oh, and before I forget, one thing I definitely want to say about using, when you try to confuse the Gabbledygax, make sure not to use any physical attacks, including like Edgar's auto crossbow. You just want to use the flash weapon against them because that causes magic damage instead of physical damage. Just a note to make there. There's nothing in that dark room there, literally just like it's like just a wall. Anyway, before I talk to this guy, I want to use some items to recover. So let's stock up on take our tonic, max out our HP, or at least get close enough. So what does this strapping young fellow have to say? Good day, gentle folks. Can I be of service? I hate fighting, so I'd better let you pass. And it's time for a surprise boss battle against Dadaluma, who looks really weird. Now you can inflict this guy with various status ailments, and he's susceptible to poison if you have access to that, so I'm going to have Edgar use the Bio Blaster first. And he just, I think he just tried to steal from me. Alright, Aura Bolt with Sabin. He does a interesting battle script. He can summon allies. He can crap, all the stuff he can do. Yeah, he uses items to heal himself as he gets closer to death. And he'll cast the safe status on himself, which I should have got Runic going to absorb, but unfortunately I didn't think of that at the time. Didn't realize how quickly I was progressing with this battle. And he doesn't have any weapons to steal anymore. Alright, so let's just attack, and that's what it looks like when Edgar goes for the instant kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work on bosses. So it might be better to go with Drill. And he just called a couple Iron Fists to help him out. So may as well just use the flash command. Iron Fists, when they are by themselves, will use the stone attack, and we'll try to confuse your party members. If you defeat Dadaluma while the Iron Fists are on the screen, well, they would disappear too if they didn't die as well. But we defeated Dadaluma. It was a pretty easy boss battle. Really helped having a couple of my characters cleared. And we got a little bit of experience, and we got a Mithril Knife that we don't really need. And a Thief Knife, alright, cool, that's a rare drop from Dadaluma, actually. So that's really good. I'll probably have to give that the lock very soon. But anyway, is Terra really here in the town of Zozo? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. This has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.